got this tour, and this is the first night in Philadelphia. So, what are you expecting?
I learned to not expect anything, because you can only be disappointed if you expect something that doesn't happen. So I'm just going into it with just pure, enjoyment intentions, and just enjoying myself. I'm not trying to I have zero expectations. I just want to have a good time out there, and then hopefully, if I'm doing that, the audience will too. I haven't played a lot of these songs in front of an audience before, so. From the new records, so I'm excited to do that for the first time.
You've got the whole band.
And I got a whole band,
right?
which I've
That's
never
good.
toured with a band before. I've played shows with a band, but I've never toured, so that's interesting. I've never done the whole tour bus with a band, so it feels really official.
How's that?
I don't know. I haven't seen the bus yet. I'm pretty excited to see
okay.
it in a couple hours when we go to sound check. We just all flew in last night. I just found out this morning my guitar player missed his flight, so he's rushing to make the set. So it's a little crazy this morning, but we'll pull it together.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, can you talk to us a little bit about your new album? When is that coming out?
It's called We Don't Have Forever, and it's coming out in January. I'm hoping that I might have some CDs for sale tonight at the show, but I'm not sure if we got them printed in time, the whole thing. But I might have them by Friday in New York. But it'll be available for everyone to buy in January, I believe, January 18th.
Is there a theme or a...
Yeah, I mean, I was going through a lot of changes when I wrote that record, my personal life, and, with friends and relationships, and, the whole idea that you think things will last and then they don't, So there's that sort of down view, but then the up view is that with my music, I just feel like there's a sense of urgency, because I'm always trying to, with the acting career, I don't have a lot of time to really commit to the music. So when I do it, I need to go full on, and I'm sort of living my life in that with that mentality of that I don't have a lot of time, and I just want to get it all in now. So we don't have forever. It's just it's just a reminder to live your life now, because it's going so fast, Double meaning, yeah.
So, when you do the writing process for you, when you do sit down to write, you mentioned being so busy and everything. Do you ever what comes first? Hook, melody,
Hooks
lyrics?
usually come first. I've got hooks. That's sort of what I'm. That's a good question. That's I think that's what I'm good at, is coming up with a catchy hook. Sometimes in my phone I've got all these hooks just that I've come up with when I'm in an airport lobby or just the most random places. I'm on set in my trailer, and it just hits me. I don't sit down and be I'm gonna write a song now. It's really strange how the writing process is for me, because it just happens when it happens.
Okay.
So the beautiful thing about having a phone on you is you can record whenever those moments come. And, but on this record was the first time I collaborated with other writers.
Okay.
I noticed when I went on tour with other songwriters, all these guys, they all write with other people. And I never did that. I didn't understand that. And I was it's so personal for me, music. I don't know why I would want to share that. I'm not trying to, make a product.
Right.
I don't think of it as an assembly line, insert chorus, insert hook, verse, and here's your song with the big bow on it. It's more emotional for me. So I had an aversion to it, but after being around all these guys, I realized that's how they do it, and it's very common, and there's nothing bad about it. I just had to change my way of thinking. And I had all these hooks, and so I sat down with Graham Colton and Michael Tolcher, two guys I was on the road with before, and I was I got this hook, but I can't come up with a verse for it. And in an hour later, I had a great song, So I actually really enjoyed the process of collaborating.
That's
I might do it more on the next one, yeah.
So is there a song on the new album that has a special place in your heart?
Well, they all kind of do, right?
Everyone says that. It's picking between...
Yeah, it's Sophie's choice, man.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I really Walk Away is the single, and I'm really happy with the way that came out.
The feedback seems like it's been pretty
people
positive.
Like it,
on
yeah.
that.
That's cool. It's
cool very catchy. We were playing in the office before we left here, and it's So you had that for free download on your site.
Yeah,
so
you can download that for free. So that's like the lead in, and then I'm excited about "You Can Run," which is a song I did with Kid Cudi. That's just like really catchy, really like laid back, like driving with the top down kind of song.
He's like the it guy too.
Yeah, and it's
so.
great, because I got to work with him and as an actor, and then he's a very accomplished musician, and I was like, hey, I want to do the song with you, and he's like, well, I don't just jump on tracks,
Yeah.
I'm like, I understand, but let me just send it to you, and if you're feeling it, I'd love to have you on it, but if not, I don't want you to do it if you don't want to do it,
Right.
I want you to want to do it. And he heard the track, and he's like, yeah, I think he said I fucks with it. So, I was like, cool, all right, let's do it. And the cool thing about his style is it's so versatile that it's not weird for him to be on like a singer-songwriter record.
No.
As opposed to like, if I had like Mobb Deep or something. It's like, what are they doing on my...
It's so funny because like Mobb Deep was like out with it was just something. But I mean, even with Kid Cudi being out with Lady Gaga and everything, it's
but he's very like,
it's like cross genre.
He's no style,
definitely.
He's in his own category. So I was honored. It was great. He came in, nailed it. It was fun, and I got the song "One Too Many," which is I'm really proud of. It's a really like emotional song about what it's like to be the one that ends the relationship, not to be broken up with, but to break up with someone, because that's sometimes harder. And the thing I like about that song is we did it in one take. Not one take. I mean, what you're hearing is one take.
Okay.
It's live, and there's just this great like ambience going on that it's a really emotional song that I'm really proud of the way that turned out.
So is it hard to I guess put yourself out there and like have people take interpretations like on things that you're personally going through?
Yeah, it is. It's harder to explain the music. That's what I don't like doing, because it's my own personal expression, but I don't want my own story to get in the way of what you're feeling when you hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't like talking about it too much. I just want people to hear it, and sometimes a lot of people think my songs are about a girl, and they're not, But if that's what they take from it, that's cool. Like who am I to tell you? It's after I write it and record it and play it, then it's sort of out of my hands.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of art. It's like
Well, it's like one of my favorite questions is that music itself is a universal language that everyone takes a different message from, even if we may not even all understand, but it's open to interpretation like that. So.
It's not up to the artist to control the audience's reaction to it. So, like, if I'm doing a scene and I'm really, really passionate about something, and I'm trying to get my point across, and I'm being very assertive, and to me, I'm like in the mindset of trying to get my point across. But as an audience member, they might be watching it and just cracking up hysterically. And it's like, that's not what I intended, but that's great. If you're finding that funny, it's not up to me to define your reactions to it,
How does, you've done a lot of TV and movies, how does that have an influence on your music at all?
Yeah. Well, I just think the fact that I do both makes them both fun to me. I think if I just did one all the time, it would start to feel like a job. And so the fact that I can go on tour and play music and not even think about acting and doing any of that stuff, and then when it's over, like, go back and shoot my show, how to make it, it's like, I'm excited to be doing this now. It's not like I'm not getting... People think, oh, it must be exhausting, and yeah, physically I'm tired, but mentally it's so refreshing to start new projects like that in different mediums. It keeps me fresh in a way. I also derived inspiration for writing my songs from my characters a lot. Like, I think in themes, and what I'm going through and what my character's going through, and sometimes that's the inspiration I need for the song, and that's how it manifests itself. So, yeah, I've definitely written songs from a character's point of view. which is good. It's a good way to try to apply writing songs. Sometimes it takes you out of your head, and you get a new angle on something. Like you can run, like that's like not really. It is my voice, but I derived that from, when I was doing the first season, How to Make It, and like what it's like to be ambitious, and what it's, I mean, of course it correlates to my own life, but that's where I was finding inspiration, was from How to Make It.
So you start filming that again in the spring, right?
Yeah, in February, March, yeah.
And then we've got Friends with Benefits coming out. Busy.
And I finished another movie called The Normals. I just wrapped up too, like about a month ago, in Indy, which is really, really crazy. About a group of people that test psychiatric drugs for the FDA.
That sounds...
Yeah, they'll start losing it. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, that and Friends with Benefits is romantic comedy with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, and I got a little part in that, and I play like a love interest in Mila, and she's so fun to work with, and I think that'll be a funny movie. I haven't seen it, but just seeing those two together, they were great. It's really their movie, but it was fun to be a part of, and and I'm excited about How to Make It. That's read the first 4 episodes, and I think this year it's a lot. They sort of figured it out, They sort of figured out how to make the show more cohesive, funnier, more stuff. There's more stakes. It's moving, and I love this show. I just love it. I love watching it. Like I'd watch it if I wasn't on it,
Yeah.
It's I just love being a part of it.
You enjoy working with HBO too.
Yeah. HBO is shit because they just they do whatever they want to do, and they have the best content,
Exactly.
and like it's just pimpy, They got like good actors, good directors, good writers. It's just where you want to be. If you're gonna do TV, it's just where you want it,
No doubt.